Redrafting the Montreal Canadiens from 2012 to 2017. The Montreal Canadiens have done a solid job at drafting some mid-level prospects, but they have yet to draft any star players since 2007. This is how the Montreal Canadiens would look like if they had drafted properly from 2012 to 2017. Before the 2012 draft, two trades are made. Montreal Canadiens trade Eric Cole and Thomas Plekanec to the Carolina Hurricanes for Brandon Sutter and a second-round pick in 2012. Mike Camilleri and Josh Georges are traded to the Columbus Blue Jackets for Mark Mathot, a second-round pick in 2012, and a first-round pick in 2013. At the 2012 draft, the Montreal Canadiens trade picks 33 and 47 to the New Jersey Devils for picks 60, 90, and a second-round pick in 2013. At the 2012 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Morgan Rielly 3rd overall, Colton Parayko 60th overall, Josh Anderson 90th overall, Jaccob Slavin 94th overall, and Connor Hellebuyck 122nd overall. At the trade deadline, the Montreal Canadiens trade Brian Gionta to the Buffalo Sabres for a second-round pick in 2013 and a second-round pick in 2014. The Montreal Canadiens lose in the first round of the playoffs in the 2012-2013 season. They have the 21st pick in the draft. At the 2013 draft, the Montreal Canadiens trade picks 21, 31, and 51 to the Vancouver Canucks for pick 9. In the 2013 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Bo Horvat 9th overall, Anthony Mantha 19th overall, Ty.Bertuzzi 50th overall, and Oliver Bjorkstrand 82nd overall. Montreal Canadiens don't sign Daniel Briere and Thomas Vanek. At the trade deadline, the Montreal Canadiens trade Andrei Markov to the Dallas Stars for Alex Chiasson, Brendan Dillon, and a second-round pick in 2015. The Montreal Canadiens lose in the second round of the playoffs in the 2013-14 season and end up with the 19th pick in the draft. Before the 2014 draft, one major trade is made. Montreal Canadiens trade PK Subban and David Desharnais to the Nashville Predators for Seth Jones and a first-round pick in 2014. At the 2014 draft, the Montreal Canadiens trade pick 19 to the St. Louis Blues for picks 33 and 52. In the 2014 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Kevin Fiala 11th overall, T.Demko 33rd overall, Ryan Donato 49th overall, Braden Point 52nd overall, and Kevin Labanc 170th overall. Montreal Canadiens don't sign P.A. Parenteau and Sergei Gonchar in free agency. Brandon Sutter is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $3.3 million per season. Montreal Canadiens don't trade for Jeff Petrie because they already have their defense set for the future. The Montreal Canadiens lose in the first round of the playoffs in the 2014-15 season and end up with the 19th pick in the draft. In the 2015 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Brock Boeser 19th overall and Roope Hintz 49th overall. Montreal Canadiens re-signed Brendan Dillon to a 5-year deal worth $3.27 million per season. Alex Chiasson is re-signed to a 2-year deal worth $1.2 million per season. The Montreal Canadiens missed the playoffs in the 2015-16 season and end up with the 9th pick in the draft. Before the 2016 draft, the Montreal Canadiens trade Lars Eller, Alexei Emelin, Kevin Labanc, and a first-round pick in 2017 to the Philadelphia Flyers for Brayden Schenn. At the 2016 draft, the Montreal Canadiens traded pick 9 to the Carolina Hurricanes for picks 13 and 43. In the 2016 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Charlie McAvoy 13th overall and D.Dube 43rd overall. Montreal Canadiens don't sign Thomas Fleischmann in free agency. Seth Jones is re-signed to a 6-year deal worth $5.4 million per season. The Montreal Canadiens make it to the conference finals in the 2016-17 season before losing to the Pittsburgh Penguins in 7 games. Before the 2017 draft, the Montreal Canadiens make 2 blockbuster trades. Montreal Canadiens trade Carey Price to the Calgary Flames for Dougie Hamilton, David Rittich, Sam Bennett, and a first-round pick in 2017. The Montreal Canadiens also trade Colton Parayko, Kevin Fiala, Roope Hintz, and a second-round pick in 2018 to the Buffalo Sabres for Ryan O'Reilly. In the 2017 draft, the Montreal Canadiens draft Robert Thomas 16th overall. Since the Montreal Canadiens don't have Mikhail Sergachev anymore, they can't trade for Jonathan Drouin. Sam Bennett is re-signed to a 3-year deal worth $1.95 million per season, and Josh Anderson is re-signed to a 3-year deal worth $1.85 million per season. Before the 2017-18 season, 2 major trades are made. Montreal Canadiens trade Ryan Donato, Paul Byron, and David Rittich to the LA Kings for Darcy Kuemper and a second-round pick in 2018. Brett Pesce is traded to the Arizona Coyotes for a second-round pick in 2018 and a second-round pick in 2019. By the 2017-18 season, the Montreal Canadiens have put together a powerhouse team. 2017-18 Montreal Canadiens. First line, Brayden Schenn, Ryan O'Reilly, Brendan Gallagher. Second line, Ty.Bertuzzi-B.Horvat-B.Boeser. Third line, Anthony A.Mantha-P.Danault-O.Bjorkstrand. Fourth line, R.Lehkonen-S.Bennett-J.Anderson. First D pair, M.Rielly-S.Jones. Second D pair, J.Slavin-D.Hamilton. Third D pair, B.Dillon-C.McAvoy. Goaltenders, Connor Hellebuyck, D.Kuemper. Top prospects, R.Thomas, D.Demko, D.Dube. The Montreal Canadiens have now assembled a team that could be the NHL's next dynasty.